Welcome to the super fast TouchDesigner tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create a glossy surface using a basic pattern pop and manipulate it using copy and twist operators to generate complex geometry. We will drive our continuous rotation using abstime.seconds and map our final rendering resolutions dynamically with a constant chop. Finally, we will use a ramp top to drive a Luma blur top weight map, which, by the way, you can download directly from my Patreon if you want to skip the setup and just explore the nodes. All right, let's check the network. Chapter 1. Overview. We start by generating our base mathematical shape using a pattern pop to plot out a sine and cosine wave structure. Next, the heavy lifting happens using a twist pop to deform the extruded geometry and a transform pop to animate the rotation over time. Then, we tie the aesthetic together using a glossy PBR mat and pass the output into a Luma blur top mapped by a ramp top to give us that photographic depth of field. This simple node setup generates a 3D abstract glossy surface. Which reminds me, if you are looking for getting feedback on your networks or finding beginner courses, you should consider joining over 400 students in my school community in the description. All right, let's jump into the tutorial. Chapter 2. Network. The control section is very simple, just a constant for resolution and buttons for camera controls. To start, grab a pattern pop. Set the number of points to 300. Change the type to cosine and sine for Y and Z. For number of cycles, put 1, 1, and 15. Finally, adjust the map to high to 0.1 in Z to get this crown shape. Connect this to a line smooth pop. We will use this line smooth pop to clean up our geometry points, so the final shape flows nicely without any jagged edges. In the line smooth pop, change the filter type to box and set the edge distance to 0.025. Connect this to a copy pop. Change the number of copies to 40 and set uniform scale to 1.05. Connect that to a skin pop. The skin pop will generate faces across our lines. Next, connect it to an extrude pop. In the extrude pop, change the distance to 0.15, turn on per edge, and set max primitives per point to 3. Now connect this into a twist pop and set the strength to 20. Just taking a quick second before we move on. If you find this network interesting but maybe do not want to build it all from scratch, you can just grab the finished project file on my Patreon. There are over 7,000 subscribers there who get access to all my project files, custom TouchDesigner plugins, and some free VJ packs. If you prefer to just jump straight in and experiment, the link for that is also in the description. Add a normal pop to the twist pop, and then connect the normal pop to a transform pop. In the transform pop, we want to animate the rotation, so set the first rotation axis to abstime.seconds multiplied by -5. Connect that to another copy pop. In this second copy pop, set number of copies to 15, set the rotate Z to 7, and the uniform scale to 1.15. Bring in a select pop and point its pop parameter to the last copy pop. Connect this directly into a geometry comp. In the geometry comp, set the translate Y to 0.2 and set the scale to 1.5. Perfect. We need a material, so grab a PBR mat. In the PBR mat, set the roughness to 0.013. Now add the material into the geocomp. I have a standard lighting setup with 2 soft lights and an environment light using an HDRI map for the reflections, a render top as usual, and an out top to view the camera viewport. By the way, if you are enjoying this and want to learn even more about TouchDesigner, you are always welcome to join my school community. We have over 400 students learning together right now. It is a great place to find beginner courses, get feedback on your project files, and just network with other creators. If that sounds helpful to you, I will leave the link down in the description. Connect the render top to a level top. Now set the black level to 0.15 and gamma to 1.5. Bring in a ramp top. In the ramp top common settings, set the resolution to the constant values. I adjusted my ramp to this simple black and white. Now connect the level top into the first input of a Luma blur top. Connect the ramp top into the second input of the Luma blur top. We are using the ramp as a weight map for the Luma blur to mimic a camera depth of field, meaning parts of our shape will blur into the background beautifully. In the Luma blur top, set black filter width to 22 and white filter width to 1. Perfect. That's all. I hope you've successfully completed this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.